Okay, before we start the video, I'd like to thank you guys for all the support in the last month. Now, I have a video that I recorded about a week ago about NFL rules that I'm going to edit. Hopefully it's good. But anyway, I'd like to thank you guys, like I said, for the support over the last month. 100 subscribers of the past month. I had only 25 subscribers over the past year before this month. So just think about it. The growth has been insane. I love doing what I do. You guys have been leaving comments, and I've been trying to get better. This whole thing is about me just trying to get better and just a back and forth conversation, which I love. I love doing this. Anyway, just enjoy the video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Well, actually, no, you have to enjoy the video first. You have to watch the video first. Don't leave. Hey, guys, what's up? My name is Anthony, and welcome to another edition of BnA Sports Talk. Now, the talk of the NFL is the rule changes that happened yesterday. And my opinions have changed over time a little bit. But let's get started. So we're going to start with the overtime rules. Now, I made a video a couple months back about how to fix the overtime rule. My opinion is pretty much stayed the same. I said they should be open to discuss both teams having a possession, but now I'm of the mindset that's pretty much like how it was in the beginning with the field goal wins the game. You know, it's unfair for a team to go down 25 yards and score a field goal, obviously game over, especially with the kickers nowadays, and the fact that they moved it up to the 25. Even if you move it back to the 20, it's still virtually the same thing. So, right now, with a touchdown, then a touchdown, then anybody wins the game, you know, it's still, it's just too much. You know, there's studies that show injuries increase, that show fatigue, that show just a lesser play, lesser skill level as you increase the game length. So you might as well have, hey, the best team wins. If your defense is horrible, that's your fault. You know, you should have had a better defense. Why play for the tie? Now, as far as who gets the ball first, I was playing around. I was thinking about this rule. So whoever has the ball last in regulation has to give the ball up. Now, problems I can see with this is like a 4th and 15 on the 50. The team misses the field goal. The other team gets the ball back, and then they knee it. They're gonna have. It's kind of hard to for that rule to kind of. I think you guys know what I'm saying. It's kind of hard to judge like, what classifies as a possession. Maybe more than one play, because if they get the ball back with like less than 40 seconds left, they knee it. You know, that's good. And what this idea does is it helps teams go for the win at the end of regulation, because they know they're gonna have to give the ball up, especially if they know their defense is weak. They're gonna try to score. But beforehand, you're like, oh, we have the chance to get the ball back. There's always that summer of hope. But if you know you're not gonna get the ball back, you'd go for the win. Or, you know, there's an extra layer strategy. Or you can just give it to the road team. The road team decides whether they want to kick it or receive it, because, you know, the road team's at the disadvantage. The home field has the crowd, the advantages of knowing how to play on the field, like especially a mile high. You know, the air is thinner, or you know, just Arrowhead Stadium, the way it gets really, really loud, things like that. So I like the non-change to the overtime rules. I think they tabled it. So let's move on to the next rule, which is pass interference. Now, this is the major controversial one. They spent an extra 3 hours discussing this because this is really important. I think the catches were in this similar state a couple years ago. And what they did was they created a clear definition, and then it's not like you could challenge every single play for pass interference. You only get 2 challenge flags per half. So it's not like, oh, you know, we wasted our challenge flag. You can choose what you want to challenge. And you know, this changes the landscape. I don't think people understand how much it changes the game, because there's so many times where I swear it was a holding penalty, clear and obvious. And now, as a NFL coach, you could be like, hey, I saw this holding. I think you guys should take a look at it. And if it's a clear holding, you call it back. They'll save so many games. You know how many times as a fan I'm pissed, like, oh, he missed this call, he missed that call. In the beginning, I was like, no way they could change this, because they'll challenge every play. It's not challenging every play. It's the same thing with the catch rule. The people thought the same thing with the catch rule. Years will be laughing about how this isn't or wasn't a rule. You know, just imagine every single game there's always like a 50-yard bomb that, you know, it's pass interference, not pass interference, and the ref doesn't really want to throw it or throws it, and it can change the complete course of the game. This is really important for the league, and again, it's only a 1-year thing. So if it really does change the league for the worse, you know, you can always revert back. It's not like it's a permanent rule. I think this rule is perfect. Not perfect. There are obviously flaws because it slows down the game just a little bit, but think about it, you're not getting any extra challenge plays, and we have the technology to prove certain things. Games will be changed completely. And you know how many, I know people are like, oh, the human element to the game, you're getting rid of it. But, times are changing. With the baseball, they're kind of slower to this. We're getting rid of the umpires or having like an automatic strike zone or something like that. They're trying to change a little bit now, but baseball's been stuck in the past. NFL has always been, trying to advance into the future, trying to have the latest technology. And if they don't, the NBA was just past them sitting still. The new NFL is having reviews because it makes fans at ease. And plus, you're not getting rid of the blown calls or anything either, because that's another controversy you're adding. You're not getting rid of much of the human element, because after all, a human will have to make the last judgment call anyway. Now, my perfect opinion would have been like a sky judge that comes in with maybe the entire game, maybe with like a couple minutes left in the game or something, that can overrule any call or something. That should be looked at for the following years. So because I think it works with the AAF, how transparent they are with certain calls. But this pass interference thing, there are rules from it, just like there are rules for a catch. And so many games, I feel like, are decided on a dumb call towards the end of the game. Yes, the referees make up for those calls, and there's like a little game within the game. It's, the referees make up a call with another call, but that kind of ruins the game a little bit. You're like, oh, now you're just waiting for a call to go the other team's way, and you're wondering if that's going to cause the game too. You might as well get the call right to begin with. And it's not like, okay, we're going to scan this play for holding. No, you have to say, we think number 77 held this guy. It's not, oh, we think the guy in the offensive line held him. It's probably going to be like, oh, if you didn't get the guy's number right, and if you just say you're just scanning for a holding, you're not allowed to do that because that's unfair. So my opinion has very much changed. I thought, you're going to ruin the game by slowing down the game. But if you look at it, you're really not. And there's still going to be as many controversies and things, like, because coaches don't challenge every play. And yeah. So as far as the 4th and 15 rule with the onside kick, I like the onside kick because it creates a little bit of chaos and it's a little bit of strategy. 4th and 15, if your offense is really good, it's kind of, I don't know, I don't really like it. If the NFL is trying to get rid of the kicker more and more. But I think the kicker, having a good kicker is a strategy to the game. Having a guy that's good at onside kicks, it should be a rare thing. If it's 4th and 15 and you have Peyton Manning or Tom Brady, I don't think you should bring the quarterback into that play. Now, I was all for this. I was all for the 4th and 15 because I thought it was a brand new idea. But the more I think about it, I don't like it. You're getting rid of the kicker more and more in the game. And I think the kicker, like I said, it's an element of the game that should stay there. Because you're just going to have a kicker for field goals and stuff. I'm not really for it. Now, there are also a lot of little rule changes that I'm not going to go through. I just like how the NFL, they get together, they convene, and they make decisions. It's not like baseball. Oh, baseball has done this more recently too, but I feel like baseball has been slow to this. But NFL feels like they're always a step ahead. And the AAF is kind of forcing them to make these rule changes even quicker. Let me know what you guys think of the AAF. I was kind of surprised. I thought it would work for at least this year, but it's over so sudden. The Orlando Apollos were playing really well, the team that I liked, and now they're gone. Like, I have no teams that I like are playing well right now. Even the Yankees are decimated with injuries. Like, what the hell? What's going on? Nobody was going to the stands. I saw one person with an Orlando Apollos jersey, and that was it. Like, I didn't hear any of my friends talking about it. And I'm not surprised it didn't work. College people didn't like it. I mean, the older people, they're used to their hometown teams. It takes a while for culture to be developed. This needed to be done over years and years. Now you're just giving up on it out of nowhere. It should have started with 4 teams because, and learn how the process works. That's what the XFL made a mistake. They went a little bit too early, a little bit too quick, made a little bit too many changes, and people didn't like it. A lot of owners were right. It's too much like arena football. You had the 4th and 10 stuff. You had all these weird rule changes. And, people like it for the first couple weeks because it's refreshing. But there's a reason why the NFL is king. We love sports because the competition, there are going to be controversial things, but we have to try to fix it. People's money are being put on the line, especially with sports betting now. people's money. You're losing thousands of dollars because of a dumb call. Like, I legitimately lost $20 because of that blown call. I know the Saints could have won in overtime and all that BS, but I lost $20 because of that dumb call. And that $20 could have been, I probably would have bet that on the Rams-Patriots games. I would have lost it anyway. But still, I still would have had that money to lose later. Anyway, let me know what you guys think of the new rule changes, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.